Welcome to Sliver and Bite TV. Today we're making carbonara, but not with cream, authentic, the way it's supposed to be made, carbonara. Let's get straight into it. First off, before we start soiling our chopping board with the juice from the bacon, let's chop up our parsley. That'll be for our garnish, and also adds a really nice taste throughout the carbonara. So you just start by removing the tops from the stems and then finely chop that with a sharp knife. You'll want to go over it a few times just to make sure you've got your desired size. And then that's in a ramekin and put off to the side. Going to start on the cheese now. The finer that you grate it, the easier it will be to stir through the pasta when we get to the end. I've got this nifty little contraption. There'll be a link for that down below from the Amazon store. So instead of having a separate bowl, I'm just fishing the larger blocks out from what I've grated so far. And you'll see that I'll have a little ramekin of the cheese just for garnishing and flavouring to taste at the very end as well. And you can see I'm pulling it apart just to make sure I've got all of the cheese out. Also makes it easier to soak and clean. There I am, just putting some in the ramekin for later. And now I'm going to toss the bowl a little bit just to make sure I don't have any bigger pieces underneath that I need to grate. Now it's time for the eggs. So you're going to separate your egg yolks from your whites, but no need to discard the whites. Today I had the leftover egg whites in an egg white omelette, so there's always a way to repurpose it. Always a good idea to crack your eggs while they're cold. You've got less chance of the yolk breaking. After I just showed you that I broke one of the yolks. Those eggs can go into the fridge. A little bit of pepper, and then I'm going to whisk this. That'll allow the pepper to come back to life and taste those eggs. Later on, the eggs will be incorporated into the cheese. However, you don't want to do it too soon, otherwise it'll turn it to a thick paste. Time to turn on the heat and bring the oil to temperature. You do not have to use oil, however, just a little bit of oil in the pan will stop the bacon from sticking to it. We also don't want to have this on too high just yet. We just want to gradually increase the heat. So I've got that just on 100 degrees at the moment on the induction, and just dicing it. Personal preference as to how large or fine you dice your bacon. You'll also see that I'm using quite a large portion of bacon as well. I like a lot of bacon, so you can adjust it to your taste. You want to make sure you keep all of the fat on there as well. It'll render down and add a great taste to your pasta dish. Make sure you're constantly stirring your bacon. If you have diced it along with other slices of bacon, they will stick together and it won't cook. Also, the more frequently you stir it, the less likely it is to stick to the bottom of the pan. We're going to incorporate the egg yolks and pepper mix in with the cheese. And then just set that off to the side. Time to get that pasta boiling. So we want to do this al dente, 7 to 9 minutes, and make sure you reserve some of the pasta water. I'm going to finish off the pasta behind me. Then we add some of the pasta water in with the bacon and the oil. Then we add in the pasta and stir that together. Then we pour the pasta over the egg yolk and parmesan cheese. Now it's time to stir vigorously. This stops the egg yolk from solidifying and turns it creamy. You are going to make a bit of a mess, depending on how large your bowl is, but keep on stirring. You can pick up the bacon bits later. Then grab yourself a spatula just to make sure you're getting all of the egg and cheese mix off of the sides of the bowl. You may have a little bit of juice at the bottom of the bowl. I wouldn't worry about it, and if you are going to keep this in the fridge overnight for lunch tomorrow or even dinner the following night, you'll need that to lubricate the pasta and it makes it creamy again. And now it's time to plate up. I like to present it in a large bowl. A little bit of cracked pepper. Parmesan. And some additional parsley. And there you have it. The OG, the classic, the authentic carbonara. You can add chicken to spice up your life, but look how easy that is. And it is so rewarding. And it's hardly any ingredients. So what are you waiting for? Make it and wow that special someone in your life. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.